Well, US Attorney General Pam Bondi has released all of the Epstein files, including justified redactions and a list of high-profile names appearing in the documents. Joining me to discuss the fallout from the files in the US and the UK is Samara Gill, host of Triggered with Samara Gill on Talk TV. It's great to have you on the show, Samara. Thank you so much for joining me. Look, I've got the list of names in my hot little hand, and I've got to say there's so many of them. You've got even Pam Bondi herself is named, Cher, Jay-Z, Michael Jackson, Mick Jagger, Diana, Princess of Wales. And I guess this is a thing because we don't know the context. We don't know why they're named. There's also presidents like Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. I guess my argument in this, Samara, is the Democrats have spent the past couple of months trying to pin down Donald Trump on this. Well, hello, the files are here. He's just released them. To me, he's been vindicated.
I think you're completely right, Danica. He is the one who actually did release them, and that's kind of what Pam Bondi was banging on about at the hearing just a couple days ago, because, you know, they were really trying to pin her on why was this redacted, why wasn't that redacted, and it's true. He has actually been the most transparent president of them all. He has done what he said he would do in his election promise, which is release all the files, and he's done just that. And yes, look, I mean, there were millions and millions of pages, and there was a lot of sort of disquiet and discomfort from within some of the political figures over there, because yes, there were some issues where names that were meant to be redacted weren't redacted. Names like Les Wexner, who was implicated in a child sex trafficking scandal, they had accidentally redacted that. So yes, I will say it wasn't the most sort of clean and concise layout of all the files, but my God, what a ripple effect it has had on the world. We've seen heads rolling from Westminster to Florida to Washington, to all over the world. So I just really do think that we should commend Donald Trump for actually releasing them and Pam Bondi for doing her bit and putting the pressure on.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to get into the ripple effect with you, because you're right, it's been huge. And look, my argument is, I mean, Joe Biden's administration tried everything over the past 4 years to try and jail Donald Trump, yet now they're trying to incriminate him for wrongdoing. Well, for what? They've spent years desperate to get rid of Trump in every way. Had they already had evidence, they would have released it by now, but they haven't done that. So, look, this is a real vindication of Donald Trump. And it's interesting because you mentioned that hearing, and watching it, it was like pulling your teeth out the way that the Democrats were attacking Pam Bondi. They were yelling and screaming, literally throwing the toys out of the cot. I thought it drifted into obsession territory, that they're desperate for a gotcha moment. So let's have a listen to this performance by Democrat Representative Ted Lieu.
These two photos staring you in the face are evidence of a crime, and more than enough evidence to predicate an investigation against former Prince Andrew. So I ask you, Attorney General Pam Bondi, why did you shut down this investigation last July, and why have you not prosecuted former Prince Andrew?
I don't believe you asked Merrick Garland these questions when he was Attorney General and set before.
I agree with you.
You twice.
I'm reclaiming my time. I agree with you. I agree with you. During the Biden administration, I called for people looking at Epstein files. Merrick Garland dropped the ball, as did Attorney General Bill Barr, as did Alex Acosta, a whole string of failures. But you are in charge. You have the power to change things, to hold these men accountable, and you're doing the opposite. You're protecting them.
What a spectacle, Samara. So, what an absolute spectacle. They made it some sort of theatre production all about themselves. Now, look, I'm not disputing the fact there needs to be an investigation, of course, but Donald Trump has also said the same, but they've turned it all into an absolute performance.
Totally. It was a psychodrama playing out on the political stage over there. And you're right, they just can't handle the truth. And they're actually undermining the entire situation of revealing the documents when they say, oh, this photographic these photos of Prince Andrew are evidence. Well, they're actually not, and I'm no defender of Prince Andrew, but they can't just start blaming because of one photo what's actually been going on. Of course, Andrew needs to be fully investigated, and I am behind that, but they're pulling at straws here, and they're basically trying to almost skip 10 different steps in order to try and pin the Republicans in order to actually go through the proper process. And it's quite crazy how Pam Bondi had to bat all these people off yesterday that were actually trying to undermine her efforts. I mean, it's ludicrous. The Democrats are just once again showing how deranged they are with the Trump derangement syndrome, that they just can't handle even when the thing that they want the most happens, they won't accept it. It baffles me, Danica.